Swimming is one of the recommended physical activities that is encouraged to keep our bodies fit and active. But how many of us actually do take the time to ask about the composition and the safety of the water in the swimming pools that we use? In the study, public health officials from 46 American states voluntarily reported 493 untreated recreational water-associated outbreaks. These outbreaks resulted in 27,219 cases of waterborne diseases and 8 deaths. Among the 363 outbreaks with a confirmed infectious cause, 212 were caused by Cryptosporidium, a parasite that causes respiratory and gastrointestinal illnesses. However, with all these risks, most swimmers are not knowledgeable about the dangers that dirty recreational water possesses, as Miss Sarah Murimi, Head of Recreation Services at the Kigali Marriott Hotel, explains.
I don't think any people have a very good knowledge about the treatment for the pool. I think the basic is chlorine. Most people know that a pool has chlorine, and maybe they don't even know what the chlorine is for.
Swimming pools, if not well treated and maintained, can be habitats of lots of bacteria and parasites. Ideally, there should be standards set for every swimming pool, as well as restrictions for every swimmer before accessing the pool.
Ideally, you shouldn't eat 1 hour before using the pool. You should have a shower, but before you have a shower, you should put sunblock, waterproof sunblock on your body, and then you shower, and then you're able to use the pool. Because the sunblock will be removed anyway by the chlorine after a few, maybe like 30 minutes of swimming, continuous swimming, your sunblock will be removed. So that's also to protect yourself. If you're talking about people who have wounds or rashes, ideally they should not use the pool, and that is our recommendation, because you need the chlorine will affect your wound. And as I said, we do the cleaning of the treatment of the pool daily. So if you have any wounds, if you have any scars, you should not swim.
Treatment of the swimming pool should not only be about putting chlorine. There are specific measurements such that it is not too much or less, as well as timing of the treatment matters.
When the pool closes in the evening, the engineering team comes to treat it from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. The standard amount of chlorine should be between 1.5 and 3. We treat the pool after it closes, and as I said, the pool is closed from 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. The treatment is done for around an hour. So they start treating from 8 p.m. till 9. So they give it around between 6 hours to 10 hours for it to react.
There are several health risks that are associated with unhygienic swimming pools. Dr. Menelas Nheshimana explains that while swimming, one swallows water that is infected with bacteria such as E. coli, Giardia, and sometimes, but very rarely, flesh-eating bacteria, which is deadly.
The most common disease that you get when you're exposed to contaminated swimming water, it's diarrhea. And this goes with the germ that you have in your gastrointestinal system that you just put in the swimming pool. And the parasites that we often find in the literature, we have a bacteria called E. coli. You have Cryptosporidium as well. That's a diarrhea disease, and actually that's one of the most resistant bugs that you can get from swimming in a contaminated water. You can have respiratory disease as well from a bug called Legionella. Then you have the commonest discomfort, such as like eye irritation and nasal irritations, otitis, because of the chemical irritation from chlorine that we use to clean the swimming water.
Research shows that there is some bacteria that is resistant to the treatment of the pool, and extra measures should be taken in such cases.
When you pour chlorine in a swimming pool, you want to achieve a pH that is compatible with decontamination, and that pH is between 7.2 and 7.8. If you want to achieve decontamination with chlorine in this pH of 7.2, 7.8, for a bug called E. coli, that is very immediate. Like within less than 1 minute, you can get rid of it. If you are looking at hepatitis A, you need around 16 minutes before you jump in that pool. If you are looking at a parasite called Giardia, then that's 45 minutes. Cryptosporidium that I was talking about, it can be like 10 days of that parasite to have it in contact with chlorine to achieve the decontamination.
Asked whether he receives patients suffering from infections from swimming in dirty water, Dr. Menelas affirms and calls upon the responsible parties to continue frequent inspections of the public swimming pools. He also calls upon the general public to be the first custodians of their health by practicing good sanitation as well as being mindful. Ministry of Health is responsible for inspection of pools and ensuring that the standards set are followed through and executed. However, efforts to get a comment from the ministry regarding how often these inspections are conducted were futile. Gloria Mutesi, RTV, Kigali.